Hello, welcome to another tier list video. Today we're doing MunchyMC KitPvP kits. But Atlas, why are you making a MunchyMC video if you're banned? I don't care. Gives me views. I still have to find out why I'm banned. I bought an unban. They refunded it. They're being weird. They're being cringe. And I'm doing these based on how good they are. Alright? In my opinions. Keep that in mind. It's not based on how often people use it. So anyways, we're gonna put Abomination right off the bat in B tier because, well, one, the armor sucks, but apart from that, it's really hard to fight because you're blinded. The sword does it a lot of damage. Yeah, it's like Ninja, but without the speed. It's gonna obliterate you really quickly. So as long as you can soup fine, you're probably gonna just dominate it. Yeah, it's pretty good for PvP. I'm actually gonna move it to C. I feel like that's more appropriate. Alright, next we got Archer. We're going to be putting it in D tier, because honestly, it's really annoying to fight, but at the same time, it's really easy to kill. Like, you just need to get close to it and land some hits. You can always use Shrek to kill it. It's not that good, but it's pretty annoying. It has punch on its bow. The bow does a lot of damage, but as long as you can, like, dodge the arrows, the player isn't too good. Pretty easy to kill. Speed 1 makes it pretty good for PvP, but the armor's not that good. Next, we got Bomberman. It's going in E tier. It's not that good. It can throw TNT, and it can place TNT in your inventory, which you have to drop. If you're playing soup PvP, that's not an issue for you. You just open your inventory, throw it out, and you're good to keep stabbing them. It buys them at least a second. It's not that great. Alright, so now we got Crossbow, which is actually really annoying. Shrek doesn't even block the damage from it. It blocks like the power 4 damage from it, but it doesn't block the AoE damage, so Shrek doesn't really like block it. It's honestly a really overpowered kit. I'd put it higher, but then again, the armor and the sword aren't that good for it. The arrows, you have to land a hit to get another arrow, but they also recharge over time. And honestly, it's really easy to use. It's up there. A lot of the bow kits are usually low down, but this one's annoying. It's really hard to fight. Now we got Dash, which is actually our first A tier. Dash is really good. It has decent armor. It has speed, is the sugar that you right click to get a ton of speed, which is really good for either running, jumping into fights, or circling around people and comboing them after. Now yeah, you get slowness at the end of the speed, but still it really doesn't matter if you're like quick dropping people immediately. Sword is pretty good, sharpness 1. Yeah. A tier. We got Dragon, which is going to be in B tier, actually above Crossbow. Dragon's pretty decent. It has a strength 1 regular diamond sword. Armor's pretty good, but it doesn't have a helmet, so the armor's not too good, but it has fire resistance, so you can just sit in lava, and if other people are on lava, you just shred them away. The sword does more damage if your target's on fire, and you can set them on fire with either a right click for an AoE spread, which is just burn, or a left click fireball that does quite a bit of damage, as well as burn. Next we got Dwarf. When you shift, you get speed. Some people can like do the thing where you shift and unshift and go super fast, faster than Ninja, but that's not everyone. Not everyone can time that. When you hold it down, you can like launch players away, and sometimes it even kills them if they don't have anything to prevent fall damage, such as like the regular PvP kit. But other than that, it's not that good. It has strength. The sword's pretty scary actually. Then we got Echo, which is going to be in E tier. Now sure, it's like, you can teleport back to your previous spot. If you jump off a ledge, you can teleport behind the person, throw them off. That's situational. In most fights, Echo isn't too good. The armor's not snazzy. The sword's pretty weak. I think it's like sharp 1. Most of the time that's like decent, but not at the cost of the armor. I don't have much to say about it. We got Elementalist, which is actually going to be C tier. I wouldn't put it above Abomination. Elementalist can be annoying. Ice Bow, pretty annoying. Wind Bow, annoying. And we got Falcon, which is actually going to be D tier. A lot of people like Falcon. They're like, oh my god, it's so good. But in reality, it's just asking for free deaths. A lot of people focus Falcon just instinctively because the armor's not that good. It flies, but it also doesn't fly because if you get hit once, you like never fly again because people are always on you. But yeah, Falcon, D tier. Our first S tier is going to be Fish. Now, this isn't really biased because in honesty, Fish is really good. You just sit in the water and you're practically unkillable unless the other player is a fish or a ninja or has a brain. And it's Munchy players. They don't have brains, so you're fine. Basically, Fish gives you flight, strength 4, and a diamond sword, and you go in the water. Now, the armor's not too good, but really just right click on your soup. Or don't even, just stab the people. What are they gonna do? Refill faster than you? No, they just die instantly. Even when I was terrible at the game, I got a 30 kill streak with it. It's pretty good for kill streaks. And for actual PvP, if you're getting focused by someone good at the game, just go in the water and then stab, stab, stab. As long as they don't have like a gang of 50 people on you, you're pretty you're pretty much fine. Now we got Fisherman, which is gonna be B tier, top of it actually. Regular PvP kit, except no strength, and it has a fishing rod, so like, you can always just do dash rod to get a fishing rod. This one teleports people to you, so like, you can use it against fish, but then again, fish is moving at Mach 10, it just goes out of the range of the rod. Not that good. A lot of people used to use it. I don't know if it got nerfed or what, but it doesn't seem as good anymore. Not that many people use it. We got Glider, which is going put in S tier, because a lot of people are calling Glider like the best kit on the server right now for pretty obvious reasons. One, it's easy to like avoid death with. It has a shorter cooldown than Hornet Leap, and it has a lot of mobility. The sword's pretty good. The armor's pretty good, and you get a pearl every time you kill someone. So as long as you're conserving pearls, you can stack them up really quickly and then just pew 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 pew. No one can catch you ever again. We got Groundhog, our first F tier. Now the ability is kind of flawed. Like, you could think it's used to disable fall damage for you, but no, because when you go down you take fall damage, and then you teleport back up, and then you fall again, and then you take double fall damage, and then if you didn't die from the first one, probably gonna die from the second, and if you don't, what does it matter? It has a stone sword, man. The armor's not that good. F tier. Terrible. It's like Eevee noises if it were in the form of a kit. Then we got Hornet, which is going to be top of A tier, actually. I would put it in S tier, but it got nerfed, I'm pretty sure. Now, it used to be really overpowered. The sword was sharpness 2. I don't know if it still is. It can poison people, it can jump around, and it can check how many soups someone has and their current health. So you can know whether to flee or continue to fight someone. Or if you're like in a team fight, you can check someone's soup amounts and then be like, dog, this person, they are low, they have no soups, stab them. Death, death, death. Next we got Jester, which is actually going to go top of D tier. Has a hoe that has 4 different abilities. When you're shifting and left clicking, you can shoot snowballs, so that's good for getting rid of Falcon. You can make people's head turn every 7 seconds just by right clicking and then combo them immediately. You can open people's inventory to try and quick drop them while they're stuck in their inventory. Randomize their hotbar so their sword goes away or their ability. But yeah, it's pretty good. Kind of annoying. We got Ninja, which is going to be B tier. I'm going to put it actually above Crossbow, but not above Dragon. I feel like Ninja is really good, but then again, when most people use it, they just quick drop immediately. The only kit was Speed 2, so if you're into speed, there you go. You can turn invisible and get Strength 3 until you hit someone while invisible, and then your invisibility and strength goes away after that hit. It can one-tap like Orange Titan, other ninjas, sometimes Hornet. Not sure, Ninja can get one tap by like everything, except not everything, just like a couple things. But to that I say, right click. You just right click with your sword and you don't take as much damage from like another hit from a ninja. Like sure, people might think you're teaming, but then you can be like, deception, die idiot. Now we got the standard PvP kit, which is actually going in A tier. PvP is pretty good as iron armor, sharpness 1, strength. So it does a lot of damage. So yeah, PvP, pretty good. And we got Portal, which some may beg to differ, like, oh my god, it's S tier, it's the best kit of all, it can do anything. No, because I'm gonna be putting it in B tier. Why, you may ask? Well, it doesn't work on Falcon unless they're on ground, and even if they are on the ground, it's most likely that the Falcon isn't rushing you, because they might have a brain, and if they don't have a brain, then you have to still land your portal, you have to aim at their feet, and if you do aim correctly, they might just walk over it, because Munchie's like that. First you have to get to a place where you want to set the portal, and then get down safely, and then set up another portal. So if you are portal trapping, it's pretty good, but like, once you die once, the portal trap's just over, pretty much. Unless you go back, but then you die on the way, because people just focus you. And then again, there's the exceptions, like Glider, Hornet, they take no fall damage, pretty much, and they just get out of your portal trap immediately. Like, there's some good portal traps, like not using fall damage, like fish, but then again, another fish comes through, they're pretty much gonna kill you every time. I mean, we got Rider, which is going in E tier. Now, Rider can be good in some situations, like say if you're using potions to heal your horse, in which case it's really annoying to fight, but getting kills-wise, it's not that good. The sword's decent, but you're on a horse, you're gonna take more hits than other people. That's just science. That's just facts. While you're riding on an entity, people can hit you more frequently than you can hit them. That's just how it works. Because you don't take knockback, you don't take hit delay. Right, next we got Screecher, which is going in C tier right here. Screecher's pretty good. It can wither people around it, and the range is actually bigger than the hitbox is shown. It's like, it's pretty good. Doesn't have strength, I don't believe, and if it does, it's even better. But I don't think it has strength as a regular diamond sword. Armor's decent. But yeah, I can quick drop players if you use it right. C tier, it's pretty standard. It's also loud. And now we got Shrek. I'm gonna put in D tier above Archer. It takes no damage from projectiles, so like Slingshot, Fisherman, Archer just don't do anything to it, except both Elementalist and Crossbow can bypass it, with Elementalist burning them still, slowing them, and throwing them up with wind, ice, and fire, and Crossbow doing AoE damage still, but negates the power 4 if it's a direct hit. Plus they don't get an extra arrow. But yeah, that's the first thing for Shrek. And then you get jump boost, and you can also throw people, which is honestly pretty good. So you can like get up to places without a cooldown. You can also throw people away, but most of the time they just shift because they have, you know, brains. Another thing is, if you hold a player and you're like being held and you start getting hit by another player, you take like as much damage as someone on Rider, so like extra damage. Yeah, Shrek is pretty decent. We got Slingshot reserved to be the most broken kit on the server. I want it nerfed, even though I don't play anymore. I still want it nerfed. But Slingshot does good damage. It has the ability which has a 1 second cooldown if you miss. And if you don't miss, it's only 5 seconds. You get flung to them like from the other side of the map, which is pretty cool. Also does 2 hearts of damage on hit. 3 to ninja, so killing ninjas is actually really easy. You just sling to them once, jump, crit once. Ninja's dead if they don't soup in between that one time. Alright, we got Snail, which is gonna go in A tier above Dash and KitPvP. Because it's practically the same armor as KitPvP, pretty much the same sword. Otherwise, it gives slowness on hit most of the time. And if you're like actually having a PvP battle with someone, they're gonna get slowness. And you can just start W tapping and comboing them and obliterating their hopes and dreams. Pretty good kit. Takes like less fall damage than most kits. Pretty nice, pretty nice. A tier. Got Snow Golem going in C tier. If you right click, you shoot a snowball, which gives mining fatigue. Kinda useless, no one likes that. Everyone uses Snow Golem for the left click feature to give people slowness and jump boost so they can't move at all. Although they can if they spam their space button, but that's aside from the point. Doesn't have a helmet, kinda weak armor, but yeah, people just use it for the slowness stun. Alright, we got Summoner, which is going straight to F tier. Some people argue that this is a really good kit. Actually, not many people, but some. The dumb ones. Anyways, you can shoot a snowball and summon a creeper. In some situations, this is really annoying to fight. Most of the time, you just stab it and get on with your day. Anyways, the creepers do more damage to the user than it does to other players. A lot of the summoners I fight usually die to their own creepers, and it's really funny. I'd say it's even worse than Groundhog, but then again, Groundhog's ability literally also kills itself. Right, we got Switcher, which is actually pretty good. Above Fisherman, actually, for the reason that pretty much it's exact same as Fisherman, except you can do it from a range, and you also don't have to like jump down a cliff and take the same fall damage as that person. Like Fisherman, you can jump over the cliff, pull them in the middle, and then get safely to the other side. Switcher can just get hit off a ledge, spam snowballs, and hope that murders them, and usually it works half the time, unless they have like, you know, fall damage prevention. All their plans are thwarted. We got Tank, which I'm gonna put in B tier around here. Oh my god, Tank is so OP, Atlas. What are you doing? It's glitched. It's supposed to have slowness. Unless it got buffed, in which case, oh my god, please nerf it. It's too overpowered. It's full diamond except for the head, but still it does a lot of damage. It blows people up when you kill them, and most of the time it doesn't do much. In some situations it can be really annoying. Anyways, give it slowness again please, so my ranking makes sense here. It usually gets slide tackled, no one uses it, but recently it's not had slowness. I don't know if it's a glitch, I don't know if it's got buffed. If it got buffed, it's broken, and in which case I really don't care about it. Screw Tank. Alright, we got Thor, which a lot of people are like, this is so good. And once again, it's the no-brain people. You guessed it. I don't have much to say about it. The armor's terrible because it doesn't have a hat. It just gets crit out and dies immediately. It can throw its axe and make lightning thing in front of you. I don't know. It's not that good. I mean, it has a sharp 2 sword, but you're gonna die before you do any damage with it. Then we got Titan, which is going straight to S tier. Anyways, every time you get a kill with Titan, your strength goes up, but you also lose health. So pretty much, you're just murdering people until you get to half a heart, and then it's just whoever clicks faster. But I'd say the best way to kill is like Ninja. But even so, when you're on like 5 hearts, if you just hold block when a ninja's about to stab you with their strength, you just block it, you take like 2 hearts of damage, you live. You soup once, you kill the ninja. It's really good. It also takes no fall damage, which on its own, that's really overpowered. Hornet takes like half a heart fall damage. This is good. This is good. It also does AoE damage when you land. Not that much, but like enough to start a combo. Alright, next we got Vacuum, which is going C tier above this, because honestly it's better than Snow Golem in the sense that you can like trap people in it one by one, but you can also push them away, place it down, push people away, dash spawn. They can't even get to you. They try and shoot a bow, their arrow just goes away. You can also like trap people in a space and then crit them out or have them all fight. It's pretty fun. We got Vampire, which is going straight to E tier because it's pretty much the same as Rider. You get hit while on your bat. You take like extra damage and take no knockbacks, so people can just repeatedly crit you out and murder you instantly. The armor sucks. I'm not even gonna be nice. The armor sucks. You can kill people to get more hearts, which you're like, hey, that's pretty good, but it only goes up to 15 hearts. And it's like, oh, that's pretty bad. So even so, if you soup, you're still losing the same amount. You just live for a little longer. But no, you don't, because the armor sucks. We hate the armor. Sharpness 2 Iron Sword, pretty decent. E tier. We got Viper. The only reason I'm putting it below Hornet is because it can't fly everywhere. Viper does more damage than like all 3 of these kits. It's really strong. It gives poison when you hit people. Sharpness 2 Iron Sword. It also has strength, so like A tier. And finally we got Zeus, which obviously is going in F tier because broken. It's not like broken good, it's like actually broken. It needs to be fixed. You right click, does nothing. You left click, does nothing. It doesn't do damage. It's supposed to do damage, it doesn't do damage. The armor sucks, it's terrible. Yeah, the sword, I don't even know what the sword is because I've never used the kit. It's fix it. Staff aren't doing anything. Maybe they'll fix it when those 3 other kits that are supposed to come out around like Christmas, you know, last year, you know, when those come out eventually. They definitely will. Definitely. So yeah, thanks for watching this. I put a lot of effort into it, except I didn't. I did this like last minute. It's like the day before I have school. Yeah, my upload schedule is gonna die. Anyways, thank you. Bye.